Hello guys, you're welcome back to Blessing Morris TV. You are highly welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is your child's health comes first. Your child's health comes first. Take care of your children's health. Take care of your child's health. Be serious when it comes to your child's health. Okay? When it comes to your children's health or your child's health, please take it serious. In fact, it should come first in everything you do. We shouldn't ignore our children's health at all. When it comes to health, please take it seriously when it comes to children. So what am I going to talk about today? I have some few tips on how to take care of our children's health, to keep them away from going to the hospital all the time, to keep them away from sickness, to keep them away from diseases, infections. So what are we going to do to keep our children away from hospital, to keep our children safe from all those diseases, sicknesses, infections, so they will be free from all those things? What are we going to do? So I have some few tips here to give you. Number one, be conscious of what your child eats. Be careful when it comes to anything that has to do with food for your child. Don't give your children everything they demand. Taking candies, sweets, every blessed day is wrong. You should give them sweets once in a very long while, okay? Sachet juice is one of them. You shouldn't put sachet juice for them every blessed day to take to school. I am not saying you shouldn't put it, but once in a while, okay? So taking preservative drinks every blessed day will not be good for their health. You know, all these sachet juice have preservative, and giving them to your children every blessed day to take to school is very, very wrong. We need to be very careful in what you give them. At least put them in once in a while, okay? You can replace them with natural fruits. I have days that I give my children fruits. Look for a very little bowl to put fruits for them. Put banana, apple, pineapple instead of all those sachet juice. I'm not condemning them, but you at least give them once in a while. It will help them. Be careful in what goes through your children's mouths. Before you give your child something, look at the expiring dates, okay? Children should be very careful when it comes to their stomach. Parents should be very careful when it comes to their children's stomach. Okay, what goes into their mouth should be your priority. You should be careful in the kind of food you give them, like giving them balanced diet. You don't need to give them noodles every blessed day. You know, children love noodles. You don't have to give them the noodles every blessed day of their life because you feel that this is what they like. Your child will say, I want biscuits, I want sweets. Every blessed day, you will be giving that child that thing. Please be careful and be conscious of what you are giving to them, okay? You can give them balanced diets. Make sure that there is enough vegetable in the food you are giving them. When you are making the noodles, put it enough vegetable because it has so much starch on it. So make sure you put vegetables on the noodles, rice, beans, anything that you are giving them. Once you cook rice, you can at least add beans on it to make it have protein, not only starch, okay? I know that children don't like all these vegetables, but you have to force them. Sometimes give them to eat it because it will definitely harm them when you are giving them just one particular food every day. Now, the second one is your children's hygiene. You have to take it very seriously. When they play, after playing, don't give them anything to eat immediately. They have to wash their hands very well. Teach them how to wash their hands very well with soap before putting anything into their mouth to avoid bacteria, germs, okay? When they go to toilet, make sure you clean them very, very well. Make sure they wash their hands very, very well. So don't just let them go to toilet all alone without monitoring them. When they say they want to use the toilet, do not ignore them. Make sure they wash their hands very properly before putting any other thing in their mouth. In fact, before coming out from the toilet, they have to wash their hands very properly. Some people just ignore that because you feel your child can do it on his or her own. Please make sure you monitor them and be careful what goes into their mouth. Number one, be careful what goes into your children's mouth. Number two, take your children's hygiene very, very serious. Number three is medication. Before giving your child any drug or medicine or before conducting any treatment on your child, make sure you get doctor's advice. Make sure the medicine you are giving to your child is prescribed by the doctor, okay? So you need to be careful in what you give them as medicine. You don't just go in there, take any medicine you see and give to your children. Maybe he or she is complaining of stomach upset. You just go in there, take any medicine you feel that can cure stomach upset and give to them. Please, we need to be careful in the kind of medications we give our children. There are some drugs you cannot combine. Maybe it's not good to combine maybe paracetamol with blood tonic. You'll be giving them everything at once. Please make sure you ask for doctor's advice before treating your children anything. Don't just say an old woman told me to use, forget about this drug and use maybe bitter cola to treat so infection. Please, I know there are some local ways of treating some infections and diseases, but please make sure you consult a doctor before uh, proceeding with any treatments on your child. Okay, you might go and give your child overdosed medicine. It's a doctor that will tell you that this is for this certain stage or this is for this certain stage. Okay, maybe a child of 2 years shouldn't take more than 5 mil, and you are giving a child of 1 year 10 mil, 20 mil. You understand? So it might affect them in future. Please, it's not even in future, it might start immediately to affect them. Before you give your child anything called medicine, please make sure you read everything written on it very properly, and most importantly, check the expiring dates. Okay. Number 4, prevent them from coming in contact with whatever that will make them sick. Okay, prevent them from coming in contact with sickness, whatever that will make them sick. Prevent them from coming in contact with that thing. Number 1, maybe when they are sleeping with fan, you don't have to put the fan on highest just because you feel like the weather is so hot, so you have to on the fan to the highest, or AC, putting it on to the highest degree for the children. It's not always it's not always advisable to on your car AC whenever you are driving with your children. Some people will go and put it in the highest degree. Everywhere will be freezing. To avoid them getting pneumonia, you need to minimize how you expose them into ACs and fan. Okay, when they are sleeping in the night, I always wake up in the middle of the night to come and reduce the fan. Sometimes, this weather is very, very hot, so I put the AC, or sometimes I put fan for them. But whenever, sometimes if you will notice that in the midnight, the heatness will start coming. You understand? So whenever I wake up to go and ease myself or anything, I always go to their room to minimize the degree I put on the AC or the fan. You understand? So we have to be very careful. Do not expose them too much to AC or fan just because you don't want them to feel sweat. In that case, they might get pneumonia or whatever, or cough. You understand? So please, let's minimize how we expose them into ACs and fans. Now, talking about preventing them from getting in contact with anything that will cause them sickness or harm them. Number 2 is maybe staying close to the televisions. Whenever they are watching TV, children are fond of doing that. They will go close to the television. They will want to put their eyes inside the TV. You understand? So prevent them from doing that to avoid eye problem. We'll see children in age of 2 years, 3 years, they're already wearing glasses. They're already putting on medical glasses. You understand? So to avoid that, you need to take them away from TV screen all the time. They don't have to watch TV from morning till night just because it's weekend. They have to watch TV from morning till night. You need to shift them away. Even if they have to watch, please take them away from the TV screen. You understand? Then pressing phone, like phone screen, anything that has to do with light, they should shift it away from their face, so they will not get their eyes too close in contact with that screen, to avoid eye problem. Okay? And last but not the least, always check on them. Do not just ignore them. Always check on them when you feel that something is wrong. In fact, you don't need to wait until you feel that something is wrong. Always check on your children. Always check on them to know if anything is wrong with them. Children love to play. Sometimes they will just keep playing without you knowing that something is definitely wrong with them. So you have to check them. Check them properly to know what is wrong with them, to know if everything is all right with them. Because they won't tell you sometimes. You have to figure out some things for yourself. Don't just ignore them all the time. Like your girl child, you always have to check her private parts. Is there any place that is itching you? Is there anything wrong with you? She might be having all those things without knowing what it's all about. She don't even know what is wrong with her. It's left for you as a parent, as a guardian, to know what is wrong, so that something is wrong with your child. You understand? So please, let's always check on them to know what is wrong with them. They can be walking, maybe so they will dislocate their legs or their hand. They won't even tell you. Maybe you will find out that he or she is walking somehow before you can notice. They might dislocate their legs or their hand. You won't even notice it until it will get worse. So let's always check on them to know if everything is all right with them. When they scratch their hair, always their hair is always itching them. Check on them. Don't just ignore them. Check whether they have contacted lice. Always look into their hair. Know what you put on them. Don't use public comb on them when you want to go and make their hair outside. Your boys, make sure that the clipper you are using is yours. Make sure you treat them. So whenever you are, especially your girls, always check under their hair to know if they have developed lice. So you don't lice. You don't have to, ignore them all the time. Please, let's be serious and focus on our children's health, because health comes first in life before any other thing. Before taking care of their fashion, their clothes and everything, make sure your children are healthy, because a healthy child is a happy child. Okay, so let's just be careful and serious. Let's take our children's health seriously. Health comes first in your child's life. Okay, how well do you take your child's health? How serious do you take your children's health? Please do that if you are not doing that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Thank you so much. If you have benefited anything from my topic today, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. Please subscribe. Click on the notification bell to enable you get notifications whenever I drop a new video. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I will see you in my next video with another interesting topic. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.